In today's tutorial, I am going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew this beautiful circle dress with a puff sleeve. If this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching, and please don't forget to like this video, comment, share. This really helps my algorithm a lot. Without talking too much, let us dive into today's tutorial. To make this circle dress, I have about 3 yards of Africa print for the body and 1 yard of black Mikado fabric for the sleeves. So the first thing I want to do is to go ahead and fold this fabric into two like this. After folding it into two, I'll go ahead and fold it in a triangular shape. So I'm going to pick this side that is closed and flip it to this other side that has like opens. After folding your fabric, you will notice that the upper part of the fabric is kind of shorter than the down part. So I'm going to flip it to this other side and iron it like this. After ironing it, I will place my tape at the top to locate half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8.5 inches. After locating it, I will mark a point there. Then I'll place my tape at the top and measure what I have from there to this part here, and also measure to this other side if it's equal. So after measuring it, it was not equal. I remarked it again. So I'll just go ahead and remeasure it. Now that I'm sure of the measurements, I will connect the points together like this. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark the wideness of the neckline I'm working with. So I mark 3.025 inches. Then for the depth, I will mark 1 inch. So this is for the back neckline. I will connect the points together. If you're on a smaller size, make use of 3 inches for the wideness of the neckline. So I will place my tape on the shoulder again and mark the front neckline. So I came down by 4 inches. That is going to be the depth for the front. Then I'll connect the points together like this. So I'll place my tape on the shoulder and mark where half of my shoulder measurement is located. So I'll place my tape on that point. I will mark half of my round armhole measurement. So I will also place my tape at the front and remark that measurement, which is 9 inches. So after marking it, I will connect the points together. So I'm going to place my tape on the chest line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement as well. So before connecting it to the shoulder, I will place my tape on the shoulder and mark my shoulder slope, which is 1.5 inches. Then I will connect it to the width of the neckline. So I will mark a straight line from the chest line to the shoulder slope like this. So after marking it, I'll place my tape on the armhole. I will fold the tape into two. Then I will mark the midpoint. After marking the midpoint, I'll place my tape on that point I just marked. I'll go in by ½ inch. So I'll place my tape on the chest line. I will divide my bust by 4. I will mark it. My bust is 44. 44 divided by 4 is 11 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect the armhole together like this. After connecting the points together, I will place my tape on the chest line. I will add 1 inch for joining allowance. Then I will add ½ inch for ease allowance. I will add 1 inch for zipper allowance. So that will make it a total of 2.5 inches. I just marked 2.5 inches. Then I'll place my tape on the shoulder. I will mark the full length of my gown. So the full length I am making is 40 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 40 inches like this. I'm so sorry that the camera could not capture that part. Now I'm going to place my tape at the top of the fabric like this. I will measure from there to the 40 inches points I mark. Okay, so after measuring it, what I got in total is about 50 something inches. So I'm going to place my tape at the top and mark that 50 something inches round. So for you, whatever you get, that is what you're going to mark round. Still making sure that your tape is at the tip of your fabric. Then after that, connect the points together. That is how to mark a circle gown. So after connecting it, I will cut it out like this. I will cut the shoulder. I did not cut through the line I mark on the shoulder. I added ½ inch for joining allowance. Then I wanted to cut out the back neckline first. I will cut out the armhole. Then around the side, I will place my tape on that 2.5 inches excess I added. I will mark a slant line to the end of the flare. Then I'll cut it out like this. So I'm going to open it up and remove the inner one, which is going to be serving for the back. Then I'll cut out the front neckline like this. So once I'm done cutting it, I am going to bring the back like this. I will cut it into two so that I can add zip around the back. So I'm going to be adding zip to the back part. I will just cut it into two like this. Then I will open it up. So if you check, you are going to see that one side is longer than one side. Okay, this upper part is shorter while the down part is longer. So I'm going to bring piece of fabric like this. I'll make sure the right sides are both facing each other like this. Then I'll go ahead and pin it. So once I'm done pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine and stitch it down with half inch or 0.75 inches. I just, when you are stitching it, just make sure that the white line, the white gator line, or the white label is not showing. Okay, so I've gone ahead to sew it. As you can see, I will trim out the excesses like this. So you are going to, before trimming out any excesses, make sure you place the two pieces together, that is the two back, and use it to measure it and cut out the excess. So I will also do the same thing for the front. I've gone ahead to sew it, then I will iron it. After ironing it, I will also trim out the excess like this. Okay, after 2 minutes out, I will bring the back part of the dress. As you can see, I've gone ahead to turn the neckline of the back. So I'm going to be sewing my zip on it. I'll place the zip on the neckline. I will mark where the zip will stop. After marking it, I will take it to the sewing machine and stitch it down with 1 inch to the hem. So I've gone ahead to cut out this piece of fabric, which I'm going to be using to turn the neckline of the front. You can see how curvy it is. Please, when you want to turn the neckline of the front, curve it and make sure it is like 1.5 inches wide. The reason why I said you should curve it like this, not too much, is so that by the time you're done sewing it, it will sit properly well on your neckline. Once you're done ironing the front and also the back, place the front and the back together, right side facing each other. Then once you're done placing it, trim out the excesses around the front part. There's going to be excess around the front. Trim it out. Then place the right side of the fabric together and stitch the shoulders together like this. Once you're done stitching the shoulder, turn it to the side. So from the armhole, come down by 2 inches or 3 inches, and from that point you mark, sew it down with 1 inch, and you're going to be doing the same thing for the other side. As you can see, I've gone ahead to sew it. After sewing it, I'll go ahead and fold the hem with ½ inch. Then I'll further go ahead and fold it with ½ inch again. Then I will stitch it around. After that, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to sew the sleeve to the dress. Go ahead and take the sleeve round armhole measurement. So once you're not taking it, whatever measurement you get, use it to draft a basic short sleeve. So go ahead and make use of the length you want to make use of. For me, I made use of 12 inches and I added 1 inch for folding allowance. So around the down part, I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch like this. Then I'll connect that 1 inch to the armhole area. I'm about to use the splash and spread method to cut out the puff sleeve. So after connecting it to the armhole area, I will label it 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Then I will cut it from the down part to the armhole area to the top like this. I will not cut out everything. I will make sure I cut it close to it and leave it. So I'm going to be folding my fabric into two. This fabric is called Mikado. After folding it into two, I ironed it. Make sure the right sides are both facing each other. So I'll place my pattern paper on it. The number 1, which is the straight part, is going to be on the closed part of my fabric. I'll go ahead and pin number 1 down like this. Then I will measure the space interval I want to give each numbers. So I measured 2 inches. After that 2 inches, I will place number 2 and pin it. Then I will also go ahead and measure another 2 inches. This depends on how big you want your puff sleeve to be. So before pinning it down, please make sure you pin the armhole, then pin it down like this. Okay, just go ahead and keep measuring to 2 inches. If you want yours to be 1.5 inches, mark it. If you want yours to be 3 inches, mark it. After marking and pinning it, go ahead and connect all the points together and connect the top. Then go ahead and cut it out. Don't forget to add ½ inch around the armhole area for joining allowance. So if you check, you're going to see that I did not cut through the exact line, so I added ½ inch. So I'll remove my pattern paper. Then I will open up the sleeve like this. I will take this to the sewing machine. I will fold the hem with ½ inch and further go ahead and fold it with ½ inch. That is where we are going to be passing our elastic through. So after folding it, this is my elastic. I will just loosen it up. So you are going to take your round elbow measurement, whatever you get, minus 2 inches away from it, and cut out the remaining one. Mine is 12 inches. 12 minus 2 is 10. So I'll go ahead and cut out 10 inches. So I cut out 2 pieces. The reason why I cut out 10 inches is because this is elastic and it is very stretchy. So I will use my elastic passer to pass the elastic through the elastic channel. Though I already have a well detailed tutorial on how to draft the pattern for this puff sleeve, how to do everything. If you have not watched it, go ahead and watch it for a better understanding. So I will take this to the sewing machine and stitch the elastic to the fabric. There I will notch the middle. I will bring the sleeve. I will place the right side of the sleeve to the right side of the fabric. I will pin the shoulder to the midpoint, like the middle of the sleeve. I will pin it round. After pinning it, I will take it to the sewing machine and stitch it round with 1/2 inch. Once I'm done stitching it, I will go ahead and arrange the armhole area and continue stitching it from this point here down to the hem of the sleeve. Once you are done sewing it, please go ahead and iron it. So this is the outcome of the dress. If this tutorial was helpful, please go ahead and like, comment, share and subscribe. This really helped my algorithm a lot. See you. Bye.